Dímelo, Bo Dominican York. What's going on, everybody? What is going on? Man, I'm just gonna be taking a look at the Jordan Brand releases that are coming out in July, kind of giving my 2 cents, whether you care or not, just giving my 2 cents. It's a little chilly in here, so I just couldn't just stay in a t-shirt, man. I had to throw a sweater on. Um, it's hot out here in North Carolina. Hit 90 today. Up in the Wake County area of Raleigh. But I'm about to go, and this is the first time that I'm live, and I'm actually going to screen share. So I practiced earlier, and I recorded something in StreamYard, but then when I posted it in YouTube, the screen share didn't pop up. So I found that kind of weird. I guess it was two different recordings. One is a screen share recording, one is a StreamYard. But anyway, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's see. Share, present, share screen, and let's share the 2023 releases. And boom. Starting with the first shoe that's dropping in July. We're looking, and I've heard nothing about this shoe at all. I've literally heard nobody at all talk about this shoe. This is a Air Jordan 2 Low Women's Varsity Royal dropping on July 6th for $150. I actually like this colorway. It's obviously all predominantly white with just some blue. I think it looks really, really freaking good. I think it looks good. I think it looks sharp. I like that it's got a black sock liner. I'm partial to black sock liners because then I can wear white socks, black socks, or whatever color socks I want. And sometimes when you got the white sock liner or a light color sock liner and you wear colored socks, I like a lot of colored socks. They leave the sock lint on the white, and like I got a few pair of shoes that recently, I wore like red socks with the big bubbles, and it leaves little red lint balls. But the first shoe already, the Air Jordan 2 Women's Varsity Royal, that's going to be a nice one. It's not going to move. It's not going to be a moneymaker. I think it'd be a good personal cop. And it's probably only going to come in women's sizes, probably not going to come in extended sizes for men. So this is something that I could rock. I'm a nine, maybe 9.5 men's, and that's a 10.5 and 11 in women. So probably will only go up to a 12 women's, which is a 10.5 in men's. The next shoe, and I'm on Just Fresh Kicks. I know I could have gone through other places, but I just wanted to give it a try. I wanted to put the video out there and kind of just practice with the screen sharing and make this a little bit of a content video too. So the next kick, the next sneaker, the next Jordan that's dropping is an Air Jordan 1 KO Field Purple. And the crazy thing is, I get it. It's a KO. Not everybody likes the KO. It's a kind of a hated shoe, but it's also in satin. Besides being a KO that's black and purple, it's also in satin. I don't get that. I just don't get that. Nike's been playing with this satin stuff, and I almost wanted to pull the trigger on the freaking almost wanted to pull the trigger because they're sitting on the freaking undefeated website on the UNLV Dunk Low women's satin. But this shoe is dropping July 7th. This Air Jordan 1 KO Field Purple, and it's going to be at a price of $150. I think it's an easy pass. If you're an Air Jordan KO fan, maybe this is one you want to pick up, but I think it's an easy pass. So starting with the first one, Air Jordan 2 Low women's, a lot of people are going to pass. And with the second one so far, it's probably going to be a pass. But this third one is a banger. On July 8th, we're getting the Air Jordan 2 Low UNC. A lot of people have been chattering about this. A lot of OGs have been chattering about this. Dropping again, the lows are $150. So really great price. Probably one of the best summer sneakers that are going to release this summer, besides some of the ones that we're going to see coming up in a little bit in July. So July's pretty stacked compared to June. June was pretty dry. I mean, the washed blacks and maybe one or two other things. But a lot of people saved their dough in June 2023 to really drop the bag in July 2023. And I think it's going to start with the Air Jordan 2 Low UNC. I don't anticipate this selling out, but it's close to an OG. If not, I don't remember exactly if this is an OG, but I know it. Dímelo, Bulldog. Que lo que pasa, brother? Chilling, man. Just playing with StreamYard again and practicing screen sharing. So just wanted to kind of talk about what's dropping in July. Yeah, this UNC Jordan 2 Low, I think, is going to definitely be the first sneaker from the Jordan brand in July that's probably going to have a little bit of movement. But again, it's an Air Jordan 2, so a lot of people don't like Jordan 2s. But being that it's summertime and it's a beautiful colorway and it's UNC and it's close to an OG, I think this one may have the opportunity of getting people some lunch money, if not being a really nice personal hold that, down the future, even if you got a few multiple wears, you could probably sell it and get all your money back. But that's way down the line. But I think July 8th, Air Jordan 2 Low UNC. So the first three, this one, I think is going to be a pass for a lot of people, even though I think it's a clean colorway. This Field Purple, I think, is going to be an easy pass. But this, I think, July 8th, yeah, it does look good. This July 8th will start, and it's definitely a personal for sure, Bulldogs. And I think it's going to be something that I think after time will gain some traction compared to all the other Jordan 2 lows that have dropped. And then the fourth Jordan release that it's on this calendar for Just Fresh Kicks, anyway, is the Air Jordan 12 Women's in the Brilliant Orange. I think I've seen a couple people have this in hand, but it's dropping on July 13th. It's $200. And I don't know about this one, man. I got to see this in hand. I would have to see this shoe in hand because obviously it looks like a flu game, but instead of red, we're getting the orange. And I don't know if this is going to be something that's loved by everybody. A lot of people like orange. I used to wear a lot of orange when I was in my early 20s. My name is Bo, pero también I used to go by the nickname Bright Orange. Poor man's flu game. That's exactly what I feel like it is, man. It's a poor man's flu game because from a distance, even in the photos, it looks like a flu game, but that brilliant orange, it just really hasn't been popping. They could call it a shattered backboard 12. I don't know. But I see this one sitting. I don't see this one selling out. There's been other Jordan 12s that have not done as well. I mean, if the I'm on my near 12 didn't bust, I don't think these are gonna bust. But that's July 13th. Brilliant orange. It's a women's, so it's probably not going to have extended sizes. So that's probably going to be another strike against it. Yeah, it's a women's shoe. So this is the first retro or re-release. I think the UNC2 is a retro, but this retro for sure is something that a lot of people like. Not a lot of people know about it, but it's the Air Jordan 7 Chambray, and it's a sleeper. I think this Chambray is a sleeper. There's a lot of people who buy to WNBA 12. That's true. It's probably going to go good with a lot of these WNBA teams. But this Chambray, I know that there's a few sneakerheads out there that really like this specific Jordan 7. Some people say that this is one of their favorite Jordan 7s. It's a predominantly black shoe with some baby blue hits. They're calling it a chambray light graphite with black. But I forgot when these released last, but there's probably some people that have the last retro of this shoe or the last version of the shoe that want this one so that way they can have something fresh to rock that's definitely not going to break down on them or have sole separation. So this Air Jordan 7 Chambray, I think could be a sleeper, but who knows? Because I mean, the Citrus 7s really didn't bust, and the freaking Cardinal 7s didn't bust either. So it's just the silhouette. The Jordan 7s are not beloved. So, but I think this is a clean colorway. If it's a personal, that in 5 years from now will probably go for 100 over or 150 over. It's a nice 7. It's a nice 7, Bulldog. It's a nice 7. It's clean. I mean, it's super clean. It's just black with a little bit of that chambray color and some graphite on it. Super clean shoe. And that's dropping again July 15th, the middle of the month, for $200. So it might be one that you might want to think about picking up. Now, this next one I've heard, but I hadn't seen a lot of pictures of. This is the Air Jordan 6 Craft in the Celestial Gold. I love the name Celestial. That's my mom's name, Luz Celeste, and God rest her soul. I love her to life. But also releasing July 15th, the same day that the Chambray 7s are releasing. This Air Jordan 6 Craft, I think, is just going to go below retail. So it's something that you should probably not pick up day one and see how much you can pick it up if it's something you want after it drops. So that way you can pick it up for maybe 25% off, you know, maybe even better. You know what I mean? You can probably pick it up for 150, 140, 130 bucks plus your shipping fees and whatever. But it's a clean colorway. If you like gold, you like predominantly white shoes, this is a clean colorway, but again, it's not one that's gonna break the tables. And Jordan 6 silhouette is another silhouette that's not really beloved by many. Um, yeah, just certain colorways in the 6 really sell out, and that's going for 200 bucks. Now, this is the shoe, right? This is the shoe, Bulldog. This is the shoe that's gonna really ignite, hopefully, some spark back into the Jordan 1 High OG, and that is the UNC toe. This is a beautiful shoe, classic color blocking, and I don't think there's anything wrong with this shoe at all. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous, unless it comes with some butt ass leather, which it doesn't look like. This is probably going to be on par with the yellow toe or the taxi ones in terms of quality. And I haven't seen many in hands of these, but I'm pretty sure now that supposedly the scuttlebutt, the rumor is that Finish Line and JD Sports is going to do an EA on it pretty soon. So that means that they're having the sneakers in store at these places. So that means there's probably going to start popping up a lot more in the resale market and a lot more on the streets. But this university blue, black, and white Air Jordan 1 High OG in the UNC toe is going to be dropping for 180 bucks on July 22nd. But we do expect that there's going to be EA at JD and Finish Line, and probably, hopefully, exclusive access or shock drop on the sneakers app. So let's see about that. But I think this is what's really hyping the month up, besides one or two other shoes that are dropping that we'll go over in a minute. This is one that people have stopped talking about. I remember seeing this Air Jordan 1 Low OG Women's UNC to Chicago being talked about a couple months ago, when they had when Z Sneakerheads and those guys do their when they do their reviews of what's dropping in the future. But then everybody stopped talking about it because everybody's talking about the black toe. But I think this is a clean shoe. It's a one that I think, again, it's probably going to end up going slightly under retail, if not at retail on the resale market. And to me, it's just a clean shoe. The high version of these is also one that just barely goes over retail. You can grab them right now, probably on GOAT for, they're the highs bricked and the lows will do the same. Yeah, that's what I think. I think you'll be able to get them for retail or just slightly under retail. And to me, I think it's going to be a good shoe that you can wear with a lot of stuff. But again, it's not a must have because, and those are dropping for $140. It's going to be in women's sizing. I hope that they do extended sizes, but we have yet to know because I'm pretty sure that the high OG version of this did have extended sizes. But it's dropping on July 26th for $140. Bang! This is the one that really has the sneaker community saying, hey, that's an automatic double up, if not more. I've heard quite a few YouTubers saying, I'm going to double up on those. I'm going to get a triple up on those because it is a high OG. I'm sorry, it's a low OG black toe, which is just, the low OG version of the high OG black toe, which hasn't dropped in quite a few years. It's been like 6, maybe 7 years. I think 2016 might have been the last time we saw the black toe high OG. And to grab a dead stock pair of the OG highs right now is going to be 650 and up. It's going to be in that 600s and up. If you're going to a resale shop, they're going to charge you 800 and up. But uh, this black toe is definitely one that, along with the UNC toe, I think for the Jordan brand are going to drive the July month. And this might be one of the ones that you might be able to make a little lunch money on. It is a beautiful shoe, Bulldog. It's a beautiful shoe. I've seen some in hands, and supposedly, uh, I know I saw it on Discords and stuff. I think it was either Finish Line or JD had dropped some GS pairs, either Foot Locker or Champs. Somebody dropped some GS pairs ahead of time, and it by accident. And people were buying some GS pairs and taking them home. When I think after they realized they weren't supposed to drop them yet, they took them back off the shelf. But there were some GS sizes from retailers that people actually were able to cop, and I'm curious to see what the men's pair is going to look like in hand. But this is one that I would love to break my no cop policy for. But maybe it's something that I'll sell something and then be able to buy it. I don't know. I got to see. Because it's not a must have. I'd really, honestly, I'd rather have the high OG, even though it's going to be like 500-600 bucks. I'd rather have the high OG. And the other one that's kind of cheap right now, it's a women's satin black toe. That one used to go for a lot of money. That one has gone down, and I've seen it as low as 250 to 350 bucks, depending on where you do your footwork and where you find it. I've seen the satin women's black toe high OG go for cheap, even though when they first dropped, they were going for like $1,000. So this is going to be probably one of the shoe of the month from Jordan Brand, along with the UNC toe. So I think we're almost done. This is July 28th for $140. This next one I don't think is going to do anything. This is the Air Jordan, pardon me. So this is the Air Jordan 3 Palomino, and I don't think that this is going to do numbers. I think this is the last one on the list for July, and I don't believe it's going to do numbers, even though I personally like this shoe. I like let's see what the colorway is. It's light Orwood brown, metallic gold, and light British tan Palomino. So that's why they're calling it the Air Jordan 3 Palomino. And it looks like what we saw versions of what a Travis Scott 3 would look like, except it would have the backward swoosh on it, like all hyped Travis's. But this one is, to me, a beautiful shoe that can probably go with a lot of different fits. It's just I don't believe it's going to resell for a lot. If anything, it'll probably go for retail at first. But this is one that's kind of up in the air. We don't know if it's going to resell well. We don't know if it's going to brick. But Jordan 3s are, I mean, if the freaking white cement 3s are practically, they're not really bricking. But if you bought a white cement 3 for retail at 210 bucks, and then you sold it on StockX or GOAT for 250, 260, 270, you're only going to pocket 10, 20, at most 30 bucks. You're going to pocket anywhere between 10 and 30 bucks, depending on what size you got. And a lot of people consider that a brick. So I don't see this Palomino 3 doing much better numbers than the white cement 3s. I mean, why wouldn't you want a white cement 3 over this? It's an OG color, and it's got the Nike Air on the back. But this Palomino is definitely a clean shoe. It's something that I wouldn't mind having in the collection. I'm not going to go for it, but if I saw a good deal and I could trade for it, it's something that I would rock. This is a clean shoe. But that's dropping July 29th, and it's going to be $200 retail. I think this is one that you can probably grab for under retail if you're a Jordan 3 fan. And I think that's the end. Oh, yeah, because this next one is for August. I won't go over it, but I think that's a clean shoe. Probably again, it's gonna brick this pale vanilla, but let's see. Anyway, tell me what you guys think. I appreciate you guys tuning in and hanging out. I just kind of wanted to go over and do this screen share with you guys because I've never done it before, just to see how sharing the screen works live. I tried to do it in a pre-recorded session on StreamYard, and then when I tried uploading to YouTube, it didn't upload the screen share. It only uploaded the video recording that I did. It didn't actually upload the screen share. I guess it's a separate recording. And I kind of saw that in StreamYard, but hey, I'm learning, and I appreciate the Bulldog and everybody's been giving me tips and helping me understand what StreamYard can do for us here on this platform. And again, I want to thank you for hanging out. Bulldog, I'll be tuning in. Hopefully, you guys are going live tonight or tomorrow. I'm always there in the background, even if I don't chime in and I'm in the chat. I'm always in the background. I'm always watching. I'm always freaking watching. Um, so I appreciate you tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Que Dios te bendiga. Peace.